Good evening, guys. It's the DJ here. Let's talk a little bit about finance and the economy tonight. Gonna get serious here. Gonna talk about what you need to be doing now. You need to pay attention. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the economy, Garrett. We're gonna get serious tonight. Glad to hear you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah. USA. We're going to talk about some of my concerns about what's going on and what's not going on, and something you need to think about. Let's get some more people to join us, because I think you need to be praying some more, guys. We need to be praying some more, because I think we are headed for some uncharted waters. There we go. Enjoy your time off, Garrett. Much deserved, my friend. What are you going to do with that day off? Hopefully something productive. The golf course. Okay. All right. If that's what you enjoy, so be it. Let's get some more people to hop in here. We've got Book the Rental with It by Rage playing here from the YouTube audio library. And Buddha in the house. We be rubbing his belly for good luck. And my buddy Donnie's here too. Donnie's here. Mr. T in the house. Is there anyone else that we need besides me, Garrett, and Mr. T? That's it. Let's see if we can get some other people to join us. 2 minutes. My gosh. Slow night on the tube. It be a slow night on the tube. Oh, and we got gas coming everywhere. No problem, Garrett. No problem. The show must go on. Yeah. Hope you're not having any gastric issues. Yeah. DB Cooper be back. DB Cooper, you're back for more. That's a good sign, DB, that you're back for more, unless you're some type of spy, FBI mole or something. That's always possible. Where's the rest of the people, DB? There's no one else with you. I'm going to be preaching to the choir here shortly. Let me get my phone. My phone's doing stuff that I have no idea what it's doing here. Let me turn it off. Turn it off. I hate when it does that. My God, get my phone out of here. 2 people now. All right. Yeah, how about Pete Hegseth? Did you hear that? Pete Hegseth from Fox and Friends Weekend. Secretary of Defense. Great pick. Just an ordinary military vet officer. He's got a lot of good hires. Yes, he does. And that kind of segues into my discussion tonight, that he's going to need those good hires. And what has me concerned is things have been too quiet the last week. I mean, do you guys have any concerns about how quiet? I expected more chaos and more triggeredness going on, more protests. Yeah, it's been really quiet. And here's where my concern comes. I really think once our friend Mr. T gets into office, and maybe even before, he's gonna find out that he's got a he's got a he's got an economy that's got some issues. And I know the stock market's been kind of booming, but I mean the stock market's not reality. You know what I'm saying? The carpet can be pulled out from underneath you in the stock market really quick, really quick, within minutes. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the stock market go up one day and 10 minutes later go through the floor. It's not impossible. Yeah, and you can't change the prices overnight. But I think like right now they're saying unemployment's at 4.1, inflation's like 2.9. Um, that's all lies. That's all lies. Those are made up numbers, right? Just like those 800,000 jobs that just kind of disappeared like a month or two ago. Yeah, remember that? Remember that when someone fessed up that there was 800,000 jobs that they said that they created that they didn't create. No jobs here. No jobs here. Uh, yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is be ready for anything come 2025. We may find out that this economy is not what we've been being told, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Like Kamala's been telling us all sorts of stuff. Joe's been telling us all sorts of stuff. And if you ask me, a high percentage of that stuff they're telling us is not true, right? We know it's not true. It was nothing but lies. It wasn't even fictitious lies. I mean, it was just blatant lies that they just made up from somewhere and couldn't substantiate. And I do have a feeling when Mr. T and his cabinet takes over the White House and this economy, and they start looking under the covers, they're going to see some things that they don't necessarily like, and maybe they didn't know before. Does that make sense? Yeah, she was called. Yeah, I mean, she's been called Lying Kamala for a reason. So, given all that, I guess what I'm telling you guys is as we head here into the holiday season, a lot of people are pretty elated because of the election. Everyone feels that they are richer, okay? But are you richer? Are you richer? We just went through 4 years of high inflation, and been costing the family of four $1,000 more a month. That's $12,000 extra a year that a family of four's got to cough up. Had to come from somewhere, right? Had to come out of your paycheck. Had to come out of your savings. Had to come out of somewhere. So be careful what you do for the holidays. Don't go out and overextend yourself. The majority of people are spending their holiday gift giving. You might want to make sure you've double checked that number and make sure that you're spending what you can afford. I still think you need to be cautious on what you're doing and how much, because let's face it, most of the people are putting their spending for Christmas on the good old credit card. And, if you've checked your credit card statement, it's probably 20 to 30% a month, right? And saw a report the other day that a large portion of people who put Christmas gifts last year on their credit card are still trying to pay that off today. And we're almost a year later. Not good. Yeah. So, Be wise, be prudent, and be careful is the message that I'm trying to deliver to you today. Because I just get like an uneasy feeling on what's going on, right? We got the MAGA people over here who are totally elated about what's going on. We've got the left over here that's awful quiet, right? They're quiet and they're planning to cause, I don't know, bad things to happen. They're planning their evilness over here, and in between is the reality, I guess. There's the reality that we're going to be meeting here. So be careful, and be ready. That is what I'm saying. Be careful and be ready, because I got a feeling that things aren't as good as we think they are. That's the reality. Yeah, the people. I understand that they're feeling better, but you don't have any more money in your pocket yet. You definitely don't have any more money in your pocket yet, and depending on where things go early next year, you may not have any any extra money either. So be careful. Be careful what you do for the holidays. Be careful what you're spending. Be careful where you be putting the Christmas gift expenses. If you're putting it on your credit card, you better make sure you can afford it and you can pay it off in a timely fashion, because interest rates on credit cards haven't gone down. Even though the Fed has, let's talk about that. The Fed has done 2 rate cuts and will be doing another rate cut here in December. And it hasn't had the effect on interest rates, I.e., car loans, home mortgages, hasn't had downward pressure on those rates at all. It's actually caused those rates to go up. And a lot of people don't realize that. Now, me and you, if we're, the people that are saving money and buying certificates of deposit through a bank, now that rate's gone down. That rate has gone down. I used to get like 5.4%. 3-4 months ago, I could get a 5.4% CD for 30 days. Now I just bought a couple. They're 4.6, 4.5. So they're almost 1% lower than they were at their all-time highs. So that's been impacted. The amount of money I get, the interest I get on my CDs, but the interest rates of buying a new car, the interest rates of buying a used car, the interest rates on your credit card bills, those have stayed the same. And mortgages, the 30-year mortgages has actually gone up the last couple of months. So things aren't adding up, folks. Things are not adding up. Well, we got Mofo here. We got Randy does stuff. Yeah. Well, gas is coming down around here a little bit. We were at $4.25 at one point, like this summer, and now we're at $3 here in Illinois, suburban Illinois. Gary's buying a beach house. Let's hope it doesn't get washed away. Be careful. I'm just saying, be careful and make sure you have an exit plan. That's what I'm saying. Don't go all in on the stock market, fellas, and without a plan or exit strategy, because Warren Buffett, right? We talked. I think I talked a couple days ago about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is he's got $325 billion in cash just sitting there, not invested really in anything. He's got $325 billion, and normally he has like half of that. In a normal, the last 10, 15 years, Warren has only had 150 in cash. So he's way up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So there you go. And I also heard, was it California? Anybody that lives in California, they're talking about adding another 40 cents to their gasoline tax in California. I think that'd bring it up to like 85 cents a gallon now. That's just ludicrous. Who can afford to even drive a car at that rate? 80 cents a gallon in taxes? Crazy. Crazy. So that's my little rant for today. That's my little rant for today. And I know everyone on this channel's happy about what happened last week, but we have to be prepared for bad things that are hidden behind the rocks, right? As you just like when you're renovating a home or you're buying a used car or what have you, you start tearing things apart and you realize that what you thought you had may not necessarily be what you got. And it may come back to haunt you, may come back to cost you a little more money than you thought you would need to put into something. So there you go. So Womb with a View says, "Go Lions!" Oh yeah. So there's my wisdom. I mean, I'm talking about you know, I lived through 2008, the great financial crisis. Does that ring a bell with anybody? 2008, 2009, the last stock market crash that occurred. Things were great until they weren't. Things were great until they weren't, and the stock market came down pretty quick. It wasn't really overnight. It took a little bit of time, but when it came down in a thud. And I've done videos on this. I was bummed out. I was very bummed out because at the time I was a millionaire. On paper, I was a millionaire, and within 60 days, I was no longer a millionaire. Yeah, think about that. Think about that. I'm like flying high, got seven figures, underneath my name. I'm doing well, and things are looking rosy. And 60 days later, I had like about take 40% of that off the top and throw it in the garbage. The only good thing about the great financial crisis was I ended up losing my job in 2011, but coming out of the great financial crisis or during the great financial crisis, I was okay. I had a job. Middle of 2011, I got laid off. So I was somewhat okay. There was a lot of people and that I worked with that had bigger issues. There was a lot of divorces that went on because of financial stress. There's a lot of people that had to short sell their houses because they couldn't afford them and their home equity loans got called in. A lot of bad things happened to people 2008, 2009. Yeah, many people lost their homes, but one of the good things though is it took a while for the banks to kick people out of their homes. In some cases, it took like 2 years before they could, after people stopped making payments, that it took them to get them out of the house. And next time, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think these banks learned a lesson because these people that they lived in the house rent free for 2 years, they didn't pay their taxes, and then when they ended up giving it up, the bank got left holding the bag. So yeah, so there you go. There you go. A little reality for you guys. Yeah, your quantum reality knows it was ugly. It was ugly, and it was created by lies. The big thing that created it was um, rating agencies were rating mortgages as great, grade A or triple A's, triple B's, and it was junk. It was junk. Wall Street couldn't get enough of these collateralized mortgages. They call them CMBSs, I believe, is what they called them back then. What they would do, Wall Street would take all these mortgages that these banks would write, bundle them up, and sell them to Wall Street, and they were getting them rated as if they were gold, and they weren't. And by the time Wall Street started to find out that they had been buying mortgages that were garbage, in some cases nothing more than fraud, um, it all came crashing down, crashing down. There you go. Oh, Diddy's still in the news. I don't hear much about Diddy. Although I hear people are questioning Jennifer Lopez about him. The same Jennifer Lopez um, that was endorsing Kamala, and I think I saw a report today too where people are speculating that some of Kamala's campaign spending, that $1 billion that she spent in 3 months. She spent $1 billion in 3 months. I'm hearing people throw around words like money laundering, fraud. There you go. And she's still $20 million in debt. They overspent. They overspent. And I do believe my friend Donnie's got probably $100 million in the bank. So more to come on that. I heard I just briefly read an article. She'd been given a lot of money to anti-Semitism organizations, some organizations that are pushing reparations, some Black Lives Matter organizations. Who's that? Who's that religious guy? That black skinny guy. Not Louis Farrakhan, but the other guy. They've been giving him money. They were doling out millions of dollars to lots of people, and in the disguise of that they were helping them get out the vote, get out the black vote, get out the Hispanic vote, whatever. Yeah. So more to come on that, and our friend Oprah's feeling the heat. I guess she didn't get $1 million. Her production company got two $500,000 payments for doing production work. She said she never got any of the money. It all went to her production company. There you go. There you go. She's trying to come clean on that. Yeah, if you believe that, I got a bridge I can sell you. There you go. There you go. So that's what I know about today, guys. That's what I know about today. And be careful. Be careful with your moolah, because easy come, easy go. As I just told you, right? I just told you, easy come, easy go. Today you're a millionaire, tomorrow you're not. It's that simple sometimes. It be that simple. So think about that scenario, folks. Yeah. How? Yeah, easy. And how's the gas taxes in California that they're talking about raising? We were just talking about how California is wanting to raise gas taxes like another 40 cents a gallon or something. Crazy. They haven't ruined that state yet, have they? Oh, God. God. There you go. Yeah. They're Gavin Newsom's trying to come up with a way to protect the state from Donald Trump and his common sense. Oh, and then what was it? Proposition 36. Like everyone and their uncle voted for it. I mean, it's nothing more than common sense. But there's still people out there on the news today that are saying it's going to destroy. It's going to destroy what they had created. It's going to put more people back in jail. Yeah, that's the problem. You're not putting people in jail for stealing. You need to put people in jail so they stop stealing shit. Oh God. So there's California. I think like half the people that live in California don't have any brain cells. I think they don't. Oh. Oh, there you go. Easy Ed. I feel for you, my friend. I feel for you, but you know what happens? I live in Illinois. We take whatever you guys do and we repackage it and we re-implement it. So anything that you guys do stupid, we just make it more stupid and move it here to Illinois. Because we did that whole thing where you let everyone out of jail. We got the no bail thing going on here, and it's they're finding out that when they let people out of jail for these crimes, they're performing more crimes. Go figure, right? Go figure, because you're not putting them in jail for one crime. They're just going to keep doing it. Duh. North Carolina looks like a beautiful state. Some up there in the mountains, the lakes. Yeah, as long as you don't have those big rains come and wash everything away. Yeah, that'd be a problem. So yeah, southern United States is a hell of a lot better off than the north. That's all I got to tell you guys. Stay away from the north. It's cold and wet. Summers are all not that great. The summers are too short, and shoveling snow is not fun, right? Shoveling snow is not fun, and I need to get my snow blower down here in a couple of weeks. Get my snow shovels ready to go. We're still raking leaves here, and normally I quit cutting grass December 1st, but there's a lot of trees still have their leaves here, and we're only in the middle of November, so they need to come down pretty quick. Otherwise, we're going to be having leaves all over the place all winter. But there you go. So I hope I've given you guys something to think about tonight. We're getting a lot of news about the new administration, and a lot of it's very, very positive. But have an even keel. Because the other side, the evilness that they possess is beyond comprehension, my folks. They are so evil. They will do anything to stop my friend, Mr. T. They're going to do anything and everything they can to make sure he fails. And I just heard that he announced that Elon Musk and who was the other person? Oh, Vivek. he announced that Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk are going to be heading up the government efficiency department. And that is a big threat to the establishment. That is a big threat to the swamp. And Mr. T coming for the swamp. And the swamp going to be coming for Mr. T too. So we all know that. So this is going to get interesting, to say the least. And who knows what surprises lie ahead. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So there you go. Hate to be a downer. Hate to be a Debbie Downer. I probably need to have a beer after this. A couple of beers. I need to have a couple of beers. Say your prayers. We know that prayers work because we witnessed it a week ago when Donnie got in. Our prayers were answered, my friends. I saw it. I hope you saw it. Our prayers were answered, and no trolls tonight. Where did the trolls go? Don't you find that kind of interesting? No trolls tonight, unless I missed them, Garrett. Did I miss the trolls, or are they just not out tonight? And if they're not here, what are they doing, right? Maybe I didn't put the right hat on. I didn't bring out the red hat, so maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're waiting behind the rocks and waiting for us to underturn one of those rocks. So just an observation from a person who's got an inquiring mind. So like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm sure you're happy. We are all happy after last week. It's going to take a lot to make us not happy, but be ready. Be ready for anything, because anything is going to happen. That's what I'm trying to get across. Anything can happen, and it probably will. It probably will happen. So there you go. I think I'm going to end it here tonight at 32 minutes. DJ Wonder Chrissy with my friend Mr. T in the house. And got my cowbell. We need a little more cowbell. There you go. A little TRS, right? Trump rally syndrome. I thought I saw someone say they saw that short. It was a great short, wasn't it? Wasn't it a great short? We do need some more Trump rally, and we're gonna have lots of Trump. We're gonna be sick of winning, folks. We are gonna be sick of winning. I promise you. It's coming. It's coming faster than you think. But be ready for anything. We'll close this off on a Tuesday evening, and God bless. Take care. And God will, we'll see you guys again. DJ Wonder Chrissy over and out. Land Cruiser Midwest. Check out our content, guys. It's great. Thank you. God bless Donald Trump.